All right, in your health headlines tonight, get your legs ready for summer season. There's a new procedure that's just been approved by the FDA to reduce unwanted fat on your thighs. How does that sound? Well, joining me now with more on this cool sculpting procedure is Dr. Sabrina Fabi, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Kathleen.
Well, let's talk about what cool sculpting is, because you say the results are very impressive, even though it's in its infancy stages.
Absolutely. So 2 Harvard scientists essentially figured out that you can selectively freeze fat cells and not disturb the overlying skin. And so they've done just that with their CoolSculpting technology. And they have 5 applicators originally approved for the abdomen and flanks to get 20 to 30% reduction in just one treatment. They just developed this new applicator that you can actually apply to the outer thighs. And with just applying this flat applicator like you see here, in just 2 hours after treatment, you start to see results 6 to 8 weeks later, and you start to see 20 to 30% reduction in these unwanted saddlebags.
And this is really a troubled area. It's difficult to work it off, even in workouts.
It absolutely is for women, especially premenopausal women, because your fat cells start to store fat. And so if you gain a pound, you gain it there. And if you try to lose it, you definitely won't lose it there.
And this isn't a big commitment because you said it's really just one treatment.
Absolutely. And if you still have a little bit more fat, you can always repeat the procedure about 8 weeks later.
All right, so you just do one treatment for 30 minutes and you say a 20 to 30% reduction, and it's basically, I guess, trying to figure out in my brain how it works. It's just freezing and destroying the fat cells.
Yes, they have this proprietary technology. Of course, if we could all replicate it, we would. But it selectively freezes the fat, not disturbing the overlying skin.
Let's look at the before and after so people can get an idea of exactly what you're talking about when you're talking 20 to 30% numbers. So what are we seeing here?
You can see significant reduction in this saddlebag. This person doesn't have to undergo liposuction because people are sometimes scared to undergo a more invasive procedure. So with this procedure, it usually takes 2 hours with the outer thighs, unfortunately. So it does take a little longer, but here in the inner thighs, with just 1 hour per side, you can see nice reduction. The person doesn't have to go through any incisions, any risk of infection, and really no downtime because they don't have to undergo liposculpture. They can simply just have an applicator applied and sleep during the treatment, read a book. I've personally just typed a paper while doing it. So,
well, who's a good candidate for this or who's not?
You're looking for someone who's within their ideal body weight, maybe 5 pounds off, who just can't lose that stubborn pocket of fat. And you can really do a couple of cups essentially to really sculpt the body and treat to transform, which is what they call it.
And quickly, how much does it cost?
It can start at about $800 per application. And so depending on how many some may need, you can, it starts kind of going up.
Yeah, but it can be used in all these different body parts that are troubled areas.
Okay. Behind the arms, flanks, posterior bra fat.
And this time of year when we're looking at our bathing suits and thinking about putting them on is definitely something
it makes it easier. It makes it easier.
All right, thank you so much for being here, Dr. Fabi. We appreciate it, and Andrew will send it over to you.
All right, Kathleen, sounds good. Thank you.